Hey guys, so today's video we are going to discuss masking and unmasking, and are those terms interchangeable? Is it easy for someone who is masking, such as someone who may have autism or ADHD, is it easy for them to turn it on and turn it off? So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then definitely stick around. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brittany, but you can call me Bree, and I make content related to my recent autism diagnosis. So let's get into the video. So today I want to talk about masking and then also unmasking. And are those terms interchangeable? Can someone actually turn it on and turn it off? And what does that mean? And how does masking affect someone who is pretending to be something that they're not, or refraining from doing something that they would normally do? I also want to discuss how masking for an autism person can be different from an ADHD person as well. So first thing I would like to say is this is going to be video 2 in my Let's Talk series. This series is meant to be a interactive series, so we are to continue the conversation in the comments. So I'm going to give my view take based on my point of view, and then I would like to hear you guys' opinions. So definitely at the end of the video, make sure you leave me a comment so we can discuss it further. All right, so what is masking? Masking is a term that's very prevalent within the neurodiverse community. Lots of us use it often, and we use that term to say when we're around certain people and we don't feel like we can be our true selves, then we put on that mask. And then also, when you're around autistic people or neurotypical people, that mask may come on just because it may help you get along better in life. And if you were diagnosed later in life with autism or ADHD, it's very likely that you mask. But are those terms interchangeable? Is it easy for someone to unmask and then mask? And I would say no, it isn't. If you were diagnosed late, then it's likely that you began to mask because you looked at other people who were doing this and you kind of modeled that. You kind of put on the script that you would use each time that you're around neurotypical persons. Well, if you do that for so long with a person with autism, it's very common for you to lose your identity. And it isn't something that you can turn on and turn off. So I will give my personal experience on that. I was just diagnosed with autism at age 33. So I can actively say that I started masking around 11 years old. And that's when I had made up in my mind that I can't live like this anymore. I can't continue on because I had no social life. I had no sense of humor. I was just in my head all the time and very isolated, just reading constantly as a way to escape my reality. So I began to mask and mimic after my sisters. So I would see how they would behave in certain social situations, and then I just took on that persona. Well, doing that, it's like I became a different person, from the way that I talk, from the way that the things that I was interested in, even from the way that I dressed. So now that I'm 33 and I've received my diagnosis, with that diagnosis, it has given me clarity, and now I feel comfortable unmasking. But is it easy? No. Masking is just like second nature to me. When I received my diagnosis, it's like I was a totally different person. Like now I'm discovering the real me. Unmasking, I feel naked. I don't feel comfortable. It's like you're in a very vulnerable state. And that can be weird, to get to know yourself, the real you, to strip down that mask. Whereas when I'm masking, then I feel more comfortable masking because that's what I've always known. That's what I always do. And sometimes I'm not even conscious of it. And that's the reason why I started my YouTube channel, so that I could begin to unmask. So like now, me being in front of a camera, me sharing myself on social media, that's something that I wouldn't normally do. I would hold back from doing that because that releases a vulnerable part of me, the part of me that I masked for so long. So sharing this real and authentic side of me, it feels, it's therapeutic. It is, but at the same time, it's nerve-wracking too, because I was so concerned that people wouldn't accept me the way that I was, because as a young girl, I had taught myself and I had learned, well, the things that I do, how quiet that I am, I can't really hold a conversation. That's not right. And people don't like me this way. People avoid me this way. So I viewed myself as being wrong. And it's hard to unpack that when you spend 33 years of your life being someone else. So even when I listen to my voice back, it feels foreign, because a lot of times when I'm around someone, I'll mimic them from even the way that they talk. And so when I'm by myself and I'm just talking and I have no one to mimic but myself, it feels odd and it's weird to hear that. And I think that that's very common with a lot of people who have autism. And that's the difference that I want to bring up with somebody who may have ADHD, where they may be refrained from doing certain things like interrupting a conversation or, fidgeting. With autism, it goes a little bit deeper because you lose your identity. So I've talked to several other people who have autism and they all feel the same. And it's like they don't know who they are without that mask on. And so when someone says, well, I'm masking now, or I'm unmasked, just know that that's not easy for them to do. And it's not something that we can turn on and turn off. And a lot of people struggle with that. I struggle with that, to unmask. And you guys, you're able to see my journey. If you go look at my first video, you'll see how timid I was. You'll see that my voice was a lot softer. You'll see that I was very awkward. But I do feel now that I'm becoming more comfortable on camera, and I hope that you guys can see that, and I hope that you stick around and watch me grow. So the reason I started my channel was to document my journey of unmasking. So yes, I want to educate first on autism and being autistic and being diagnosed later in life, but I really want my channel to be geared to unmasking, a journey. So my content will change a bit. You guys will see me vlog. I will show me unmasking, and I'll show the meltdowns. You know, being autistic, you know, a lot of people, you know, what some of us aren't, but a lot of us are proud to be autistic, you know. And sometimes I think that some people may think, well, being autistic just means that you're just socially awkward or you have no struggles, when that's not true. So I don't want you guys to think that, you know, that it's just easy, my showing my journey of just me, you know, learning to dress the way that I want to dress and learning to be who I really am without that mask and not mimic. And so I want to bring you guys along with me on that journey to see, you know, what I do for self-care, me in the middle of a burnout or a meltdown. And I want to share all of that with you guys and be vulnerable. Subscribe to my channel so you can come on this journey with me. And then if you are having similar issues as well, as far as taking down your mask, then you may find my content helpful as well. So that is the end of the video. Definitely chime in. Remember that this is supposed to be an interactive series, so leave your comment and let me know what you think. Do you feel like it's easier to mask and unmask, or do you feel like it's harder and you're not really conscious of when you're masking and unmasking? And for those of you who do have ADHD, let me know what you guys think. And do you feel like masking and unmasking messes with your identity as well? But that's the end of the video. Like I said, if you like my content and you watch this far, then definitely subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified each time I post a video. And then until the next video, I'll see you guys in the next.